In the previous one, we have seen lambda functions and the higher order functions. In this one, this is one of the most important one in this miscellaneous Python functions. This is called the recursive function. The recursive function, what does it mean? Is the function called by itself to do some operation that is called the recursive function. Just like factorial of a number or a sum of first n numbers. Those we can do using this recursive function. Let's go ahead and see one by one. The first one, what you're going to see, this is more practical rather than theoretical one. Nothing more to discuss on the theoretical than one. That's why I'm not going to open the scribble ink. Let's do the first operation. What we're going to see is print the numbers from 1 to n. 1 to n. I'm going to print this one. So I'm going to define the 1 to n. I'm going to print this one. So I'm going to define the function. Define print numbers from where I'm going to give the number n. I have to give this number n. Suppose the n equal to 0, then nothing to be printed. So we have to give that as a first condition. If n equal to 0, then nothing to return, just return nothing. If not, then we have to print this value. Okay, then numbers of n minus 1. Then this is what it is going to do. Okay, so just I'm going to call this print numbers of 5. I'm going to print the number 1 to 5. What it is doing, I have defined this function print numbers up to 5. If the n is equal to 0, then it is going to return nothing. As of now, it is not 0, then it is going to print numbers. I'm just going to call this print numbers of n minus 1. N minus 1 means n I have 1 5. Print number of 4 it is going to give. Then it is going to call print numbers of 4. Then once it is called, then again it is going to print. It is going to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see this one. See, it is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if you want to reverse this printing, what you have to do is just the printing order. Okay, n to 1, then what it is going to do? Nothing much, only the printing order. We just need to print the number first, then we will go ahead and print the number first, then we will go ahead and call this recursive function again with the decremented one. If you see this one, it is going to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suppose if you want to add 5n numbers, okay, I'm going to add a sum of first n natural numbers or something like that. Okay, first n numbers. That is what you're going to do. Let's define this function. Let's define the function. Define some numbers. I'm going to add the sum of n numbers. And the sum of n numbers. Suppose like that previous question, if the number is equal to 0, if n equal to 0, then return nothing. Else, if it is not that case, then what we need to return? Then we need to return, we have to add 1 by 1 n plus, then call this function once again, sum of numbers of n minus 1. You have to sum with the n minus 1, sorry, not n plus 1. You have to add with the existing number with the lower one, n plus some numbers of n minus 1. Some numbers of n minus 1 means it is going to add, suppose if it is 5 plus, it is going to call this function again for 4, then it is going to call for 3, then 2, 1, like that it is going to add. Finally, then print, we have to call this some numbers of, I'm going to call 5. See, it is going to throw exception. What is error? Some numbers of n, if n equal to 0, then n equal to 0, then we have to return 0. Okay, otherwise return n plus some numbers of n minus 1. Let's execute this one. See, it is given 15. It is not like previous one. If it is 0, then because previously we are printing, if it is nothing to print, then it has to return nothing. Here it is a sum. Sum means by default if it is only 0 element, then we can say this is a 0, because if we pass the value of n as 0, then the sum is 0. or if it is pass any other number, then it has to do or the summation of that number with its lower one until it reaches 0. And this is how it is called the recursion. Let's see the factorial of a number. Factorial of a number. I'm going to define factorial of n. I want to find the factorial of number n. Okay. If n equal to 0, then factorial will be return 1. Okay. That is factorial of 0 is 1, return 1. If not, then return n into then factorial of n minus 1. Factorial of n minus 1. Once it is done, then we can print this factorial. I want to give some value as 5. See, 120. That means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is 120. This is how it is. This is all about the recursion. This is not that much complicated, even though if you see it is complicated one when we go to the some more advanced concept. But as we see, this is a simple concept to understand and execute. Hope you enjoyed this video. By this video, I think all the function related topics has been covered. In the next one, I'm going to cover the modules and packages. As of now, the hardest topics were almost over. Now, here onwards, it is going to be more enjoyable because we are going to be more into production kind of development using Python programming and modules via packages and all. It will be more like different Python files interacting together to create a function. So to create any kind of Python files and or Python programs and all. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a good day.